Hi, this is HG Game Reviews. We're going to do an NFL Predictions 2010.
We're going to start out with the NFC North to be exact. We got the Packers winning the division at 11-5. I don't see any reason why not to pick them. I mean, they look good in the preseason. Everyone's got high hopes on them, and yeah, that's why we picked them 11-5.
At second in the NFC North, we have the Minnesota Vikings, and we picked this because, well, they'll always have a good running game with Adrian Peterson, so you can guarantee they'll be there, and their defense still pretty good. But my only concern is Brett Favre this year because with his age and he's had the ankle problems, and also he looked unmotivated in the Saints game.
At third place, we have the Bears at 8-8. You're not sure about their offense yet. Defensive-wise, same because secondary is not looking good. They do have the addition of Julius Peppers, though, so I think they will do a little better on defense. Offensive-wise, until a game or two into the season, I will be unsure of how they will turn out this year, but for now, we have them at 8-8, finishing third in the division.
And last in the NFC North, we have the Detroit Lions, and well, they've improved this year, but I just don't see them going any higher than the Bears, Vikings, or Packers. Matthew Stafford's improved, but they're not going to be anywhere near the top.
All right, we're going to move on to the NFC East now. At the top of the division, we have the Dallas Cowboys going 10-6. I'm truly, personally, not a big Cowboy fan at all. I think they're overrated going into every season. But somehow, some way, I still have their defense looking pretty good this year. Tony Romo is going to have those bad games, which I think is going to cost them, but I still have them winning the division at 10-6.
At second in the NFC East, we have the New York Giants, and we have them at 10-6 and possibly going into the wild card. This is, I think, Eli Manning this year. He'll be improved, but I just don't see them getting past the Cowboys.
Third place, we have the Philadelphia Eagles going 9-7. Big concern here for me is Kevin Cobb, however you pronounce it. It's Cobb. Okay, thanks. Kevin Cobb. We have them third in the division only because of him. I see a lot of talent in the guy, but I don't know if he's going to be able to take them into the playoffs and possibly winning the division
especially with the loss of McNabb.
Yeah, and the Cowboys in the division and the Redskins, which should be improved this year. Still 9-7, positive record. We'll see how that turns out. I think the defense looks good, and we'll see. We have them 9-7 finishing third.
And fourth in the NFC East, we have the Washington Redskins. I mean, sure, they made the acquisition of Donovan McNabb, but the team is still overall, I don't know, they're kind of concerning because they've had a lot of problems, especially after last year. I just don't think they can completely turn around, but they're going to improve.
We're going to move on to the NFC South now. Basically, this is no brainer. We have the New Orleans Saints winning the division at 12-4. Wouldn't be surprised if they go 13-3, 14-2 this year. They looked really good in the opening game against the Vikings. Obviously, can beat a good team now. We know that. Nothing else to say. Drew Brees looking good. Defense looking better and better every game. 12-4. Saints win the division.
At second, we have the Atlanta Falcons, and we have them at 10-6 and winning the wild card. And this year, Matt Ryan and Michael Turner are both healthy. Last year they had some injury issues, and that kind of held them back from doing well in the NFC South. But I think this year they'll be a playoff contender.
At third place, we have the Carolina Panthers going 8-8. Loss of Jake Delhomme, really not a big hit for them. He had probably his most rough season last year. Kevin, whatever that guy, Moore, what's his name again? Kevin Moore, I think his name is. He looks actually pretty decent and ended up the season strong last year. Still had them going 8-8 though. Not making the playoffs, but definitely an improvement from last year, I think.
And last in the NFC South, we have the Tampa Bay Bucks. We have them at 6-11, which is an improvement from last year. But there's
5-11, not 6-11.
Oh my bad, 5-11. It's a 6. But because their team, I don't know, they're still having problems at quarterback, and I mean they have some strengths at defense, especially at linebackers, but they're not getting anywhere near the top.
All right, we're going to move on to the last of them all, the NFC West. Winning the division at 11-5, we have the San Francisco 49ers. I really like, the main reason is their defense is looking great. When Mike Singletary took over the organization, they really improved on defense. I like the way Patrick Willis and all their linebackers are. Goldson in the backfield. I think their defense is going to be solid, and with the Frank Gore and Vernon Davis on offense. I think they're a very solid team, and win the division at 11-5 this year.
Second in the West, we have the Arizona Cardinals. We have them at 8-8, and I think they would have been a lot better if Kurt Warner would have stayed. But I mean, he was old enough, so he's gone, and now Matt Leinart
is gone.
Also gone.
So it's basically up to Anderson this year.
Yeah, Anderson, and I just don't see them. I mean, they still have the receiving core, but with Derek Anderson, they're just not going to go anywhere. They're not going to go that far.
Yeah, so Cardinals don't make the playoffs.
Don't make the playoffs this year.
Right.
Yeah.
In third place, we had the Seattle Seahawks going 5-11. Pete Carroll coming back to the NFL for the first time. That concerns me. I don't see. They say there's a lot of improvements there, but I don't know if they're really going to do that much better. They don't look that good in the preseason. So 5-11, don't make the playoffs. Really, nothing else to say.
And last in the NFC West, we have the St. Louis Rams, and they made improvements in the offseason by getting Sam Bradford, but I just don't see them improving anymore this year. I mean, yeah, they'll go. We have them at 4-12, which is improvement from last year, but they're not going anywhere this year.
All right. Thank you guys again, and soon we're going to bring the AFC predictions. Thank you for joining us as HC Game Reviews.
Stay tuned.
Peace out.
And also, if you check in the link, we'll have all of our records, predicted records, in case you didn't understand.
Yeah, if you don't understand. All right, thanks, guys. See you later.
See you guys.